Hi you guys, October is officially over. It is November. November is a fantastic month. I usually love November. It is such a fun month. I like that there are so many good things in it. I mean, it does kind of suck that the days get shorter and darker, and it starts getting dark at like 5 o'clock here, which means I've got like 3 hours of sunlight a day if I'm lucky. No, I've got more than that, but it feels like only 3 hours because I'm one of those people who, if it could be like sunny until 10 o'clock at night, I would be perfectly happy. So when it's dark by 5, I'm like, must curl up in blanket and hibernate because I'm not, cannot do dark at 5 o'clock. Don't like it one bit. But there are a lot of good things in November. You've got Thanksgiving, which, thank you, lots of food. I love food. I host Thanksgiving every year because A, I really like cooking, and B, I make an amazing, amazing turkey. Yes, I'm a good cook. I will say it flat out, I am a good cook. And that's not just coming from me. Like everyone says, hey, you're a really good cook. I've done like Thanksgiving like every year for like forever now and stuff like that. So anyway, love Thanksgiving. November is just kind of like a breather in between the craziness that is October and the insanity that is December. Though there is a lot that goes on in November. The weather starts changing. Typically we get like at least one nicer week, like in the 60s, which is really nice when that happens. We usually get our first snow in November, and my birthday is in November. November 7th, in case you guys didn't know. I love my birthday, even though we don't do anything super big for it this year. I technically already got my birthday gift for the year, which I'll get into a little bit later in the video. I already got my birthday gift. I love my birthday just because it's kind of a nice little break because I don't let myself do like any work on my birthday. Usually the past couple of years I've done work on my birthday, and this year I'm actually organizing everything so I can kind of like just lay in bed and watch Netflix all day if that's what I decide I want to do. But I will be on social media, of course. But I also, like, the big thing we do for me and my husband's birthdays is usually we do something like around that time, and we've already done that thing. Our trip to Chicago was like our big joint kind of birthday thing. But we also kind of get to pick out like whatever dessert we want to have in the house. And, you know, I got him like a cheesecake, and I have no idea what I'm getting. Honestly, I may get a cheesecake too because I really like cheesecake. But we have dessert in the house all the time anyway, but it's kind of like no one else's opinion actually matters. And typically we'll take everyone's opinion into account, but it's like, no, this is what I want, this is what I'm getting. And I'm also kind of thinking of like a Cold Stone ice cream cake, but I'm not sure. Wow, I'm rambling. But anyway, it's my birthday month. Yes, I am a Scorpio. That explains so much. I know. If you know Scorpios, you either love them or you hate them. Some of you aren't into astrology, some of you are. I'm kind of like halfway into astrology, but my sign really does. I'm definitely like 110% Scorpio. And what's really interesting and usually blows people's minds is my husband, his birthday is October 25th. He's a Scorpio too. 2 Scorpios, married, as long as we've been married, and in a nice, healthy, normal, well, as normal as you can get, relationship is very, very, very rare. Typically, 2 Scorpios will not get along at all. So the fact that we do is like a small miracle. So that's actually really cool. But it does mean when we do fight, it like the roof of the house blows off basically. But thankfully we don't fight that much, which is amazing. But yeah, I love being a Scorpio. It's a very, very cool sign. And I think if I could pick, like hand pick any sign that I wanted to be born under, it would definitely be Scorpio because it's fun. And a lot of people think we're crazy, and they're not necessarily wrong. Let me get into my favorites because I went around the house like I always do, and I gathered everything. This is my October favorites, guys, in case you didn't know. Apparently, I have had way too much coffee, way too late at night. It's almost 10 o'clock. This is my second video I'm filming. If you like my makeup, go ahead and subscribe to my channel because that will be the very next video going up. It's kind of a tutorial slash get ready with me on how I did this look. That will be up sometime later this week. I was gathering all of my favorites and looking through things, and I was like, all of my favorites are samples. They are all Sephora Playbox samples, except for a brush. But everything else is samples or just like something that I'm going to tell you about, not something I can hold up. Let me just jump into it because Sephora has been sending some good samples lately. Like, I am very, very happy with like everything. And these are all things that I actually want to buy full-size products of when I run out because they are so good. Okay, one of these I actually got from Ulta. I was wrong. It's this one. This one I got from Ulta. This is the Laura Geller Baked Gelato Swirl Illuminator in Gilded Honey. This is beautiful. It looks like it would be a cream when you look at it, but it isn't. But that is gorgeous. I mean, hello. It is a beautiful gold highlighter. I mean, that is so pretty, but it's not so gold that it looks too gold on really pale skin. It's really, really beautiful, and I love it. Like, oh, so pretty. When they gave it to me, I was like, I don't know if this is gonna work. And then I put it on, and I'm like, oh, I love it. I love it lots. Oh, that was a tissue that I was wiping off the swatch with, in case you're wondering what I was just throwing at the camera. Next favorite, Sephora Playbox, like the rest of these are pretty much, is the Origins Original Skin Retexturizing Mask with Rose Clay. I really, really like this. This mask reminds me of a product I had a sample of from Philosophy that was like a pore extractor. This doesn't work as well as that. I will say that. It doesn't clean your pores out as well. However, this does work really well on texture. I love putting this on, letting it sit, and then you add water and massage it off, and it does have very, very tiny exfoliating granules in it. But what I love is that the clay in this that they used doesn't dry out your skin at all. Like, it's really amazing. And it smells like roses, and I love that. And it's pink. It's really, really cute. But I like that it's a clay mask that doesn't over dry my skin. I've noticed there has been a lot of developments in clay masks lately where they don't dry out your skin as much as they used to, which is incredible because I've noticed that if you do use a lot of like drugstore brand clay masks, they will dry the crap out of your skin. So I do recommend, if you want to try a clay mask, try a higher end clay mask, and you may not have as many issues with it drying out your skin. Speaking of clay, I was so happy when I saw a Sunday Riley product in my Sephora Playbox because I've been dying to try their products. I know they had like some sort of issue a little while ago about them telling employees to write like good reviews and things like that. Not a big fan of that happening, but I will say that I really do like this product. This is their Ceramic Slip Clay Cleanser. I'm going to be honest with you guys, this smells like dirt. It smells like you're rubbing dirt on your face. It's very, very thin. However, this is the first clay-based cleanser I've ever used that does not dry out my skin. Again, with clay products that don't dry out my skin, thank you so much. This is a very, very nice cleanser. It leaves my skin feeling very fresh. It doesn't leave it tight. It doesn't leave it uncomfortable. And you know how hard that is for me to find in a cleanser. I looked this up. The full size of this is $35, which is a little on the higher end. It's very close to what I typically spend for my Murad. I may actually be buying a full size of this if I don't decide to try another cleanser I've had my eye on for a while. But I really, really like this one. I think it's excellent for oily skin, but it doesn't overstrip. The next favorite is actually in my hair right now. My hair has been having a freaking fit again, and I don't know if it's changed seasons. I don't know if it's my crappy diet lately, or I don't know if it's stress because I've been incredibly stressed out. And typically when I get stressed, my skin and my hair tend to show it first. Well, that and my muscles. But you notice how my hair looks fairly thick right now? My hair is not thick at all right now. I make a ponytail and it is about that thick. Yeah, that's not good. I definitely do not have a lot of hair right now, which I'm not liking, but I do have a ton of new growth. Again though, like tiny little baby hairs everywhere. So I don't know what's up with my hair, if it's just falling out faster than it used to or what's going on. It's still growing. I'm still getting length. It's just like shedding in larger amounts. I don't know, but it's even all over. It's really weird. Anyway, this is the Bumble and Bumble Thickening Spray. It's a pre-styler. You spray it on while your hair is damp and then you blow dry it. Then you can style it. And I actually really like this. It doesn't make my hair, some volume sprays make your hair feel like sticky or clumpy, or it makes it feel like there's product. This doesn't feel like there's any product in my hair at all, which is insane to me because every volume thing I've ever tried, even ones that I've loved, make it feel and look like there's product in your hair. Like I can put my hands into my hair and it's like nothing. So this is incredible. And I sprayed a crap ton of this on my hair today. Makes my hair look really nice. It gives it some shine, which I like, but it doesn't make it oily at all. I don't know what magic they put in this bottle, but I really, really like it. It's really, really good. And my hair is like freshly washed. So yeah, I'm a huge fan of this. I've used it like twice now since I've got it. And I'm like, yeah, you're going on the list of full sizes to buy because I am very happy with how it made my hair look today. Next up is what's on my brows, which I also kind of show you exactly how this works. Everyone and their mother has seen this, but this is the Benefit Gimme Brow. I've been wanting to try this forever. I know it was off the market for a little bit and then they brought it back. I'm not sure exactly what happened, but this is incredible. This is pretty much the same type of product as the Essence Make Me Brow that I've been using for quite a while, except this is better. I am going to say that. The Make Me Brow is very nice, but it doesn't quite have as much pigment to it, and it doesn't grab onto the hair quite as well as the Benefit does. This really grabs onto those like little invisible blonde baby hairs that all of us pale eyebrow people have. A lot of us have a lot of hair there. It's just so naturally light that you can't see it. This is all that is on my eyebrows right now. And I actually look like I have like full thick eyebrows. This is all that's on there. Usually it takes me Anastasia Dip Brow and like 30 minutes to get my eyebrows to look like this. So again, another thing I'm adding to my I want to buy a full size of. That list is getting really big right now. So if anyone wants to give me like Ulta or Sephora gift cards for Christmas, Mom, Dad, just a heads up, I would love that. And next up is this, again, another expensive product, but it works really, really well. This is the Josie Maran Whipped Argan Oil Face Butter. This stuff is wonderful. Normally, I do not like super thick, heavy creams. I found, though, that using this as a topper on my normal skincare is amazing. And again, I don't know what magical juju they put in this, but it soaks into my skin. It makes it feel nice and smooth. It doesn't feel thick or greasy or heavy, but it's definitely a much stronger, it's a much stronger moisturizer than the typical like gel creams that I usually use. So when I'm having a very dry skin day or my skin's looking very parched, I will go ahead and put this on overnight, sleep in it, and my skin will look amazing the next morning. So yeah, I absolutely love this. I want to get a full size of this as well. And then another tiny product. This is my last tiny product. This is the Ole Henriksen Truth Serum. It's a vitamin C serum. I love this. I think I raved about this in another video, but I'm in love with this. This stuff is so, so good. I've been wanting to try vitamin C forever, and this is my first vitamin C product that I've tried. I think I used this in my recent skincare video. Yeah. But anyway, I love this. I'm either going to order a full size of this Or I've also heard that the Drunk Elephant See from a Day serum is really good too. So I'm kind of debating on which one I want to get a full size of. I'm not sure yet. I actually still have a little tiny bit of this left. I'm gonna have to pop open the bottle to get to it. But I really, really like this. Obviously, I have makeup on now, but you know, I've had a ton of breakouts, especially around my jawline. And I had a very, very bad set of breakouts here. And this really, really helped take away the scarring from that very, very quickly because they were scarring bad. I've got some scarring here too that I'm hoping to use this on and hoping that will help because it's not good. But this has really helped clear them up much, much faster than they would normally go away on their own. All right, guys, I have one more makeup related thing, and then I'm going to talk about a couple non-makeup favorites and things I'm just like talking about, nothing I can like physically show you. But the last thing is this brush. This is the Real Techniques Complexion Blender brush. This was actually designed to put like a drop of foundation and a drop of moisturizer and mix it together on your face to do like your own tinted moisturizer thing, which is something I don't tend to do because I find that most moisturizers and foundations don't necessarily mix as well as you would like them to. I tend to like putting on my skincare first, letting it soak in for 5 to 10 minutes, and then doing my makeup. But what this is excellent for is thinner foundations. This is amazing for blending in thin foundations that can sometimes be a pain in the butt to use a sponge on. Like I love this with the Total Control Drop Foundation. That's actually what I did for this look. And I also like this for when you want to use a more full coverage foundation but have a very light application. Like the Maybelline Superstay, I'll use that with this too because I can use a tiny amount, dot it around, and still get a fuller coverage and especially do an extra layer on my acne, but it smooths it out and really works it into your skin. It doesn't look heavy or cakey, and for some reason I can't quite get the same effect with the Beauty Blender. Sometimes though, heavier foundations will streak just a tiny bit with this, like around your nose where it's kind of hard to get. So I'll apply with this quickly and then I can go back in and smooth it out with this. But I love this brush. This is probably my favorite brush I've used on foundation so far. I will say it's very close to my e.l.f. like little football-y shaped brush. They both have a very, very similar feel to them. So these are definitely my 2 favorites for applying foundation. This one can be a little bit hard to get in smaller areas though, and this one is better for that. Alright guys, so on to my favorite TV shows, like I always tell you. Right now, me and my husband are actually watching a Netflix show. It's called Kim's Convenience. It's a Canadian show. It's actually based off of a play, and it is hilarious. It is so good. I love it. If you don't have a lot of time and you like shorter episodes, the episodes are only 20 minutes long. The characters are amazing. They're hilarious. There is a ton of diversity in the show, which I really, really like. And it's just awesome. If you're feeling stressed and you just kind of want to relax and watch something goofy, it is like the perfect show. And then what I've been watching on my own, and I seem to do this like every fall and winter, I've been rewatching Gilmore Girls. It is the perfect thing to have in the background when I'm doing other things or projects, and just something about that show is just so comforting and so relaxing to me. And if you haven't watched Gilmore Girls, you need to watch it. First of all the seasons are on Netflix. Second of all, I'm still conflicted about whether A Year in the Life, the little mini series they revisited, is good or if it makes me want to tear my hair out. It kind of makes me want to tear my hair out. And in my opinion, she should have ended up with Logan. I know, so someone is going to yell at me for that. Feel free to discuss who you think Rory should have ended up with in the comments below, unless you think she should have ended up with Dean, in which case I think you need some counseling. If you do not watch the Thanksgiving episode on Thanksgiving, you need to, because it's probably the best Thanksgiving episode of any show ever. It's fantastic. Moving on, music. Of course, I'm going to plug something BTS. I have to. First of all, Wasted on Me, the song they did with Steve Aoki. You've probably heard it on the radio. It's incredible. I absolutely love it. And second of all, unless you're into BTS, you probably have not heard this, but Namjoon, stage name RM, he is kind of their leader and main spokesperson because he is the most fluent in English. He just came out with a mixtape, basically a full album. You can either buy it on iTunes or you can listen to it for free on Spotify. It's called Mono, and it's absolutely incredible. It is a beautiful, beautiful album, and it's the perfect thing to listen to during fall on a rainy day. It's beautiful, and a lot of it's actually sung in English, and you can easily find the lyrics online if you can't speak Korean, and it's just absolutely beautiful. It's not K-pop. If you're thinking of like typical K-pop music, it's nothing like that. It's very, very beautiful. I would highly recommend going and listening to it. And that kind of leads into my last favorite and my very top favorite, and that is my trip to Chicago with my husband to go and see the BTS Love Yourself World Tour. We went to the second day in Chicago, and it was the best concert I've ever been to in my entire life. It was amazing. It was so, so good. I have a bunch of footage from the concert and from our trip. I'm trying to figure out what to do with it. I wanted to put together a vlog, but when I looked through everything, I don't have enough footage to really make a vlog out of it. But I kind of want to share it with you guys at the same time. I put up a few photos on Instagram of some places we went and things we saw, just because it was such an amazing trip. We were only there overnight. We literally drove in the morning of the concert, went to the concert, came back to the hotel, went straight to sleep. Oh no, my battery's dying. And then went and did some sightseeing the next day in Chicago. We walked to the water, we walked to the theater district, we walked like 12 miles that day. We went as far as we could. The only like super touristy thing we went and did was we went to Millennium Park to see Cloudgate, the big shiny bean, because that was like my big thing. I was like, the number one thing I want to do while we're there in Chicago is see Cloudgate, and if we can go see that, I'll be happy. So we got to do that. We didn't do like Sears Tower or anything like that, but we did go on a little bit of the river walk, and we went to the cultural center and got to see the big Tiffany dome. It was beautiful. We didn't even know it was a cultural center. We thought it was the main library, so we thought, oh, we'll check this out. Walked in, realized it was a cultural center, and didn't know that like there was like a historic Tiffany dome that's worth like bajillions of dollars, and it was beautiful. It was amazing. And then we left about halfway through the day, like around 2, 3 o'clock. We left and drove back home, and we ended up getting into major traffic because we didn't take Lakeshore Drive out like we took on the way in. We actually ended up detouring past Chinatown, which I really wanted to go to Chinatown and eat, but we didn't have enough time, so I kind of just got to drive past it real quick. And then we got stuck in traffic, and a 6-hour drive took us 11 hours to get home. Yeah, so that was our trip. It was incredible. I really, really, really want to go to Chicago again, and if we get to go again, I'm going to film like a whole big vlog while we're there. I want to go into stores. We didn't go into any stores while we were there. We didn't like eat at any specific Chicago restaurants because we were in such a hurry. The only places we ate were Starbucks, Chick-fil-A, and Chipotle because we could run and get food and run back out. We didn't want to spend time sitting in a restaurant when we could be looking at things, and we didn't want to spend time, inside of stores when we could be outside enjoying the city. but my battery is just on the verge of dying, so I'm going to let you guys go. If you enjoyed this favorites video, please give it a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe to my channel. You can also keep up with me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and Snapchat. I am pretty much everywhere, and all the links for those are down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you again very, very soon. Bye.